timeless voices of the Eternal Church.
Habib the Deacon, Turkey, September 2, 313. Honored on November 15. Shortly after Emperor Licinius came to power in the east in 313, while Constantine was co-emperor in the west, he issued an edict that all the altars of the gods be repaired, sacrifices be made, libations offered, and incense burned to Jupiter. In the region around Edessa, now Sanliurfa, Turkey, Christians were at this time more numerous than pagans, and when word reached them that even Constantine in the west had become Christian and did not sacrifice, they presumed that they could ignore the edict. Habib, a devout and active deacon of Telzeha, a village near Edessa, went privately among the churches in the surrounding villages, encouraging the Christians not to comply. But when Licinius, the governor of the region, heard of Habib's activities, he became enraged and sent a report to Emperor Licinius, asking him what should be done to those who would not sacrifice, especially anyone who encouraged others to disobey. Licinius wrote back that instigators were to be burnt to death, and all others who followed their counsel should be beheaded. By the time this command came to Governor Licinius, Habib had gone across the river to the people of Zeugma, encouraging them to hold true to their Christian faith and not sacrifice to any pagan gods. When the governor's men couldn't find Habib in his home village of Telzeha, they arrested his family and many of the people of the village and dragged them in irons to Edessa and put them in prison, following his own counsel. When Habib heard the news, he was stricken and decided he couldn't remain in hiding with his loved ones held hostage, went to Edessa and turned himself in to Judge Theotechna. "Did anyone see you come in?" asked Theotechna. "No, I don't think so." "Then be gone. Remain in hiding until this time of persecution passes." "What about my family and the villagers?" "Don't worry about them. They will be in prison a few days, and all this will blow over. The governor has not entered charges against them. He's just looking for you." Habib thought for a moment. "It's not really about my family and friends. As I think about it, it is about my faith. Am I going to run and hide just because I have the opportunity? Or stand up for what I believe, no matter the consequences, just like I've been advising others? So, if you won't take me to the governor, I'll go by myself." "You fool," snarled the judge, and had an assistant escort him to the governor. When the governor discovered that Habib surrendered himself willingly to judgment, rather than respect his courage, he thought Habib was behaving with contempt. After Habib acknowledged his name and that he was a Christian and a deacon, the governor said, "Wherefore have you violated the command of the emperors, ministering in this religion of yours, and refusing to sacrifice to Zeus whom the emperors worship?" "We are Christians. We do not worship the works of men, which are nothing. We worship God, who made the men who carved your idols from wood or stone." For insulting Zeus and the other gods, the governor had Habib whipped piteously by 5 men, but he still would not submit. More tortures were heaped on until no place on Habib's body lacked a wound. Still, he remained faithful to Jesus Christ. While the governor's men were tearing at his body, Habib cried out, "The sufferings of this time are not equal to that glory which shall be revealed in those who love Christ." Exasperated, the governor had Habib burned by a slow, lingering flame until he died. The most complete report of these events comes from Theophilus, an eyewitness. He says the day was September 2. The Orthodox Church honors Habib on November 15. Before 313 ended, Constantine got Licinius to join him in issuing the Edict of Milan, mandating toleration of Christianity throughout the empire. By 324 AD, Constantine was sole emperor. What we suffer now is nothing compared to the glory he will give us later. Romans 8, verse 18.
Reading from the complete book of Christian heroes, over 200 stories of courageous people who suffered for Jesus, compiled by Dave and Nita Jackson. This is the Eternal Church of Jesus Christ, the record.